Hey, what's up, guys? It's Ben here. This is going to be a more advanced strength training class that incorporates a lot of variety and movement into it. So, I'm not a yoga teacher by any means, but I do like to incorporate a lot of yoga into my movement based workouts. So, you might recognize a couple movements if you are familiar with yoga. Once again, this is a more advanced class, but if you are still starting off in a beginner, I would encourage you to give it a shot and see what you're good at. See maybe some areas that you need to improve on. So to start off here, we're going to bring it to a bear crawl position. So I'm bringing my knees just a couple inches off the ground and really pressing the ground away, squeezing my core and my quads here. Just doing about 10-second holds just to kind of get our body fired up for this workout. Lower back down and lift those knees back up here. Feel free to really lean out over those wrists if you want to take some of the tension off the quads and put it more into your upper body. These movement classes are a lot about getting in tune with how your body is feeling. So really take time to breathe in each position and see if you can find some sort of zen inside the discomfort of the pose. So from here, we're coming to a downward facing dog. So I'm keeping my knees bent here just because my hamstrings are a little bit tight at the moment. But if your hamstrings are really open, feel free to really press those heels down into the ground and stretch out those hamstrings and that thoracic spine. I'm also pressing my hands down into the ground nice and firmly and trying to open up my back as much as possible. Good. Make sure you're really focusing on bringing those hips up nice and high. Awesome work, guys. Walk those feet out and come forward to your plank. We're bringing it into some push-up holds here. Major upper body strength incoming, guys. Lower down, nice and slow, and hold that chest a couple inches above the ground. And press back up. Lower down, nice and controlled, couple inches above the ground. 3, 2, and 1. Press back up. And one more hold here, guys. Lean forward. Bring that chest down. Hold. Push through this, guys. Push through that burn. Press back up. And hold it in your plank. We're coming over to a side plank now. Press down into that hand and bring those hips up nice and high while maintaining tension in your obliques. You can also do this one off your knees or place one foot in front of you for a little bit of a modification. Switch sides here. Come to your side plank on the other side. Try to move through each position as gracefully and fluidly as you can. Good. Switch sides one more time here. Once more on each side. This time we're dropping our hip down towards the ground. So we're doing a oblique crunch here and bringing that hip up. Good. And switch sides. Get ready to bring that hip down. Lower. And crunch back up. Nice. And come back to your plank position. We're coming to a low plank here, guys, on those forearms. Keep that core engaged. Do not let it relax. Tuck that tailbone under. Squeeze the glutes. And do some plank walk-ups here. So we're pressing one hand into the ground and alternating sides. We're going to do 5 on each arm. Just work at your own pace here, guys. If you're not able to keep up with me in this video, move at your own pace. Take breaks when you need to. Modify exercises if you need to do so. Should be really feeling those shoulders working hard right about now. Push through it, guys. Almost done. Hold at that high plank. Drop those hips down for a quick upward facing dog just to let it relax. And now we're going to move into the back. Bring that chest towards the ground here. Let yourself relax for a second. Let those shoulders relax. And we're coming into a T position, so bring those arms straight out to the sides and squeeze those shoulder blades together here as hard as you can. Excellent. Lower back down. Now bring those elbows to 90 degrees. W position lift. Try to get those wrists in line with your elbows here. Squeeze. Maintain tension in the upper back. And relax down. One more hold here, guys. Bring those hands out in front to a Y position. Arch up and hold. Nice. And relax back down. Take the tension out of your back. We're coming here for a push-up, guys. So press back up to your plank and back to your downward facing dog. So the upper body portion is done for the moment. We're going to move into some legs here. So come to a 3-legged dog. Bring one leg out behind you and drive the knee into the chest. Come back up. And now bring that knee to the outside elbow. And back up to the top. And now bring that knee underneath your body to your inside elbow. Good, guys. One last one here. Drive that knee up into the chest as high as you can. And step that foot in between the hands. So from here, just relax down. Take a second to breathe here, guys, in this lunge position. Lift those hands up overhead if that feels good for you. Let those hips stretch out here. Awesome. And now we're going for one of my favorite exercises, guys. It's a knee lift in a low lunge position. So from here, I'm just picking my knee up and trying to straighten out my back leg as much as I can. For the more advanced version, put those hands on your front knee and pick that knee up and keep your glute nice and tight. Hold for 10 seconds on the last rep, guys. We're doing 5 on each leg. Now we're bringing it right into what's called a warrior 2. So in yoga, this is called a warrior 2. I'm lunging down into one knee, keeping that knee in line with the shoulder that's on that same side of my body. From there, you can just work on creating strength and stability in this position, or you can move around a little bit. I'm moving pretty fast here, guys. I'm moving right into a lunge here. So on this lunge, I'm leaning all of my weight forward into my front leg, and I'm just going to maintain that position here. You really want to feel this into the glute and the quad on that leg that's in front of you. Excellent. Almost done here, guys. Push through that burn and relax back down to your plank position. I'm choosing to add in a couple push-ups here in between each sequence. You can either just hold your plank or do a few push-ups here for some added strength, holding on the last rep. And press back up to your downward facing dog. Great work, guys. Hopefully that leg really got some work. We're going into that sequence on the other side, driving that knee straight into the chest to start off. And now up towards that outside elbow. And again, underneath the body towards that inside elbow. Now one more. Drive that knee up into the chest. Squeeze your core. Maintain a strong position here. And step that foot in between the hands. Lower down to your low lunge. Relax here for just a second. Stretch out those hips. Excellent job, guys. Now go for those hip lifts. So straighten out the back knee and maintain tension into your glute here on that back leg. These can be very challenging on the hip flexor, but it's great for building flexibility, stability, and strength into that hip. Great job, guys. Now come to that warrior 2 on the other side. Bend into that knee, holding it here. Great work. Now come over, move around a little bit here, guys, and sink into that lunge on the front leg once again. Really want to be working that glute here and that quad. Great job. Hold it here. Nice strong position. Hold it. Push through that burn. Almost done, guys. Great work, and return to your plank. So maintain that tightness into the core. Do your best to hang out in this position, guys. Drop down to those knees if you need to. Lower down again. Hold at the bottom position here, guys. And press back up. And once again, guys, lower down to the bottom. Push through that burn here and press back up to your plank. And hop it forward. So I'm just coming to a resting squat here, guys. Hang out for just a second. We're going to come into a wide-legged squat here, also known as a horse stance in martial arts. So lower yourself down, drive those knees out to the sides, engage the glutes, and find a stable, strong position here. Want to be as solid as a rock. From here, we're going to take it into some lateral lunges. So these are great for building strength in the legs, but also creating mobility into our hips. We lunge down onto one side, straightening out our opposite leg, and switch sides. We're going to do 5 on each leg here, guys. So really try to push that range of motion and that mobility as much as possible on each rep. You might find that your hips open up a little bit more each time. Try to push past your own limits in terms of mobility and strength in the last half of this workout. Awesome job, guys. Keep those lunges coming. Sink down nice and low into those hips. And return to that wide-legged squat. Drive those knees out to the sides. Push through that burn. I'm definitely feeling it at this point myself, guys. And come back up to standing. So from here, we're taking it into some single leg balancing. I'm coming up onto one side, bringing my knee to 90 degrees, standing on one leg. And our first movement, we're going to be doing 3 different moves, 5 reps each, coming to a single leg deadlift. Hinge at the hips, keep that standing leg nice and straight, and bring that back leg out as straight as possible while pointing those toes down towards the ground. This is a great one for strengthening and lengthening your hamstrings. One more here, guys. Bring that knee up. Now bring it to... Oh, my mistake. We've actually got one more here. That's 5 on that side. Maintain that balance. Now come to a single leg squat. So squat it down here. Keep that back leg hovering. Get down as low as you can here, guys. If you can tap the ground, great. If you can't, that's your goal to reach towards. 5 on one side. Our last movement is going to be a crossover squat. So cross that leg behind you while maintaining that balance and squatting down as low as you can. So you should really be feeling that standing leg working pretty hard here. This is also great, obviously, for developing your balance and stability. Nice, and let it relax. Shake out that leg. And we're going to switch sides here, doing that same sequence. 5 reps of each exercise. Bringing that leg to 90 degrees and coming back for your single leg deadlift. Straightening out that standing leg and trying to point those toes of the back leg down straight towards the ground. Feel that hamstring lengthen as you use that glute to drive that leg back up to 90 degrees. Excellent. Lower down to your single leg squat now. Doing your best to stay balancing. Maybe you just focus on maintaining that balance with that leg at 90 degrees. Do whatever is challenging for you today, guys. Bring it to that crossover squat now. Cross that leg back behind you. Feel free to let that leg touch the ground as well if it's helping you maintain that balance. One more here, guys. Cross it back and back to standing. Relax here. Shake out those legs. I'm definitely feeling it. I hope you guys are too. We're going to go down for some duck walks now. Lower down to a low squat and take it 3 steps backwards and 3 steps forwards. This is really just to burn out those legs, guys. I want you to really be feeling that burn and creating strength and endurance into those quads and glutes. Now I turn to the side here. In these movement-based classes, guys, never be afraid to experiment a little bit. Go in different directions. Go diagonally, laterally, forward and backward. Really utilize your whole space that you're working out in today. Now for our last bit, we lower down to a nice low squat at 90 degrees and lift those hands up overhead. This is kind of like a pseudo chair pose from yoga. Maintain strength, push through the burn, and straighten those legs out and relax into a forward fold. We are on the home stretch now, guys. Just a little bit more work to be done. We're going into the core. So to start off our core portion of this workout, we're going to go for rock ups. I'm going to rock on my tailbone to a seated position here while maintaining tension into my core. I'm doing 5 rock ups and I'm holding at the 5th rep here at the top. Trying to straighten my legs out and bring my arms up overhead. We're going to do 2 more sets of this one, guys. So rock back on that tailbone and back up to seated for 5 reps. And hold at the top here for 10 seconds. Now rock it back. I'm just switching positions here, guys. 5 more rock ups here. Create tension into those abs, create strength, and use your own momentum to drive your body up into this last hold. Good. Now relax down. These, I'm not exactly sure what these ones are called. I like to do them. They're very effective for developing some strength into the obliques and the core. I'm going to call them a lateral shifter. So I'm just using my hips and my core to drive myself around 180 degrees. You should really be feeling a burn here deep into those abs and obliques. Nice, guys. Just a couple more movements here. 10 flutter kicks on each side. Do not let those feet touch the ground. We're going to move right into 10 leg lifts. Once again, keeping the shoulder blades up, core is engaged, legs are as straight as possible. And to finish off this core sequence, we're doing a 6-inch hold. Straighten out those legs, hold them just 6 inches off the ground, and bring those arms up behind your head. Push through that burn here, guys, and relax it down. Great job. If you made it this far, awesome work. Take a second here to breathe. We're going to finish off our class with a little bit more of upper body strength. Some more push-up holds. These are awesome for developing strength and endurance into that upper body. Plank position, guys. Actually, we're just kidding. We're going to go into a single arm plank here. I'm pushing one hand down into the ground, and I'm pointing both hips down straight towards the ground here while maintaining tension into my core. If you really struggle on this one, guys, just go for that double arm plank and hold it nice and strong there. Switch arms. Keep those hips pointed straight down towards the ground. Keep those abs working as hard as you can. Home stretch now, guys. Let's go into those push-ups. Lower down and hold for 5 seconds. And press back up. Let's do 2 more. Lower down, hold. And press back up to the top. Last one here, guys. Lower down, hold just a couple inches above the ground. Push through that burn. And raise back up to the top. Great job, guys. This workout is completed. Stick with me here. I'm going to take you through just a couple easy stretches to relax at the end of this workout. So to start off here, I'm coming into a kneeling step out. I'm just relaxing my hips in this position. The hard work is over. Just stretch out those legs and those hips. Step in any direction that feels good for you. Find areas of your body that feel tight. Good. One more on each side, guys. Step it forward. Excellent. Let it relax. Now bring it back here. Plant those hands on the ground. Bend backwards. If this feels uncomfortable in your knees, just come out a little bit here. Find something that you can relax into. Excellent, guys. Bring it forward to an upward facing dog now. Press those hips down into the ground. Bring those shoulders back behind you. Stretch out the abs. And just to finish off here, just do a few spinal articulations. So move that spine around. Release the tension in any areas that are feeling kind of tight after that workout. Good. Just a couple cat-cows here as well. Arching the spine. And great work, guys. To finish off these movement sessions, I usually like to take just about 5 to 10 deep breaths and focus on how I am feeling. If you guys were able to complete the entire workout, awesome job, guys. That is no small feat. If you guys struggled on areas of this workout, definitely take time to focus on what areas need improvement, but also take time to appreciate your body for allowing you to complete the workout and pushing through to the finish. Just relax here, guys. Thank yourself for having an awesome workout today and really pushing yourself. And just relax, guys. Inhales and exhales. And that is the workout today, guys. Awesome work. Thank you for sticking around. I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day. Great job.